Think of willpower like a muscle. While many of us build muscle by regularly hitting the gym, you can train your willpower to become stronger and more resilient too. Neglect to train it, and your willpower, self-discipline, and focus will easily crumble in the face of temptation and distractions. You'll be surprised at how much easier it becomes to achieve everything you set out to do once you quit your bad habits and eliminate distractions. But first, you need to develop a strong will, and that's where science comes in. In today's video, we'll discuss some science-backed strategies to help you build ironclad, unbeatable willpower and be stronger than ever. Let's get to it. Number 1, know your why. To build unbreakable willpower, you must start with clarity on why you want it in the first place. According to psychologist Roy Baumeister, purpose-driven goals boost willpower by linking our efforts to a deeper reason, acting as a powerful psychological anchor. This is a principle that other psychologists have adopted too. Angela Duckworth, psychologist and author from the University of Pennsylvania, emphasizes that resilience and success often come from perseverance toward long-term goals, which requires a clear purpose. Take a minute to write down your goals and revisit them regularly. This will strengthen your why. By connecting your efforts to a bigger purpose, you're more likely to stick with it and resist distractions. Number 2, break it down. Rather than tackling everything at once, break your objectives down into smaller, achievable steps. Dr. Andrew Huberman explains that small, consistent wins release dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. This reinforces positive behaviors and creates what he calls a forward center of mass. Essentially, it makes it easier to stay on track because small victories create momentum, and momentum propels you forward. For example, instead of saying, "I want to get fit," start with something small, like, "I'll do 10 push-ups every morning." When you achieve these small goals, you're more likely to keep going because your brain rewards you with a dopamine boost. It's like getting a small victory that encourages you to move on to the next step. Number 3, understanding dopamine. Dopamine is a powerful and important neurotransmitter in our brain chemistry. It's responsible for providing motivation, cravings, desires, and our reward-seeking tendencies. Our daily lives are packed with highly stimulating dopamine-driving activities. Social media, video games, and watching private online videos can all flood our brains with dopamine. This constant dopamine seeking can desensitize the brain, making it harder to focus on less stimulating tasks, such as putting in the work to achieve your goals. Consider trying a dopamine detox to reset your brain's tendency to seek high-arousal dopamine-releasing activities. Focus on low-stimulus activities like journaling, reading, or going for a walk. It'll be difficult at first, but the longer you stick with it, the easier it'll become to enjoy low-arousal activities. This will help rewire the brain to find satisfaction in tasks that aren't immediately rewarding, which is essential for building willpower and discipline. Number 4, reframe temptation as an opportunity. Temptations can be obstacles, but they can also be opportunities to exercise mental toughness. In The Mind and the Brain, author Jeffrey Schwartz describes how our brains are remarkably capable of change, a concept called neuroplasticity. When we actively resist temptation, we strengthen the circuits in the brain associated with self-control. Instead of seeing temptations as a potential failure, reframe them as opportunities to practice self-discipline. For instance, when you feel the urge to procrastinate, just tell yourself, "This is my chance to build resilience." By actively choosing a different action, you're rewiring your brain to strengthen your willpower pathways. In a way, temptation becomes a tool for building your self-control muscle. Number 5, redirect your focus with implementation intentions. Now stay with us. It's not as complicated as it sounds. One effective way to build self-discipline is through if-then planning, or implementation intentions, a strategy developed by psychologist Peter Gollwitzer. These are simple if-then statements, such as, "If I feel the urge to procrastinate, then I'll set a timer and work for 5 more minutes." Having a clear plan, you conserve your willpower and can bypass distractions more effectively. For example, you could try, "If I want to pick up my phone to scroll on social media, then I'll read for 10 minutes instead. If I have the urge to watch online videos, then I'll go outside for a brisk walk, run, or go to the gym." This approach helps your brain get used to new habits, making self-discipline easier and more automatic. Number 6, practice delayed gratification to build resilience. The ability to delay gratification is a core component of willpower. Social psychologist Walter Mischel conducted the classic marshmallow test where he showed that children who could wait for a second marshmallow were more successful later in life. Motivational speaker and author Brian Tracy, in his book No Excuses: The Power of Self-Discipline, explains that practicing delayed gratification is essential for self-discipline. You can start small. When you crave something immediately, like a snack or social media, tell yourself to wait 5 to 10 minutes. This strengthens your impulse control and rewires your brain for long-term thinking, a critical part of sustained willpower. Choose a fun and engaging distraction, and most of the time, you'll forget about your craving altogether. Number 7, embrace discomfort and grow your willpower. Growth happens when you step outside of your comfort zone. Remember Angela Duckworth, the psychologist we spoke about earlier? Duckworth's research shows that resilience and success often come from a willingness to push through challenges and discomfort. Try incorporating small discomforts into your routine, like taking cold showers, waking up earlier, or challenging yourself to try something new. These exercises in discomfort will not only build resilience, but also train your brain to handle challenges without giving up. Over time, you'll notice that you can push through bigger obstacles with more ease. Number 8, bouncing back from a setback. Now, willpower isn't about perfection. It's about resilience. There will be times that are harder than others, but it's your ability to bounce back that matters most, not the obstacles you face along the way. Often, criticizing yourself drains willpower, creating a negative cycle. When you experience a setback, look at it as a learning opportunity. Instead of getting discouraged, ask yourself, what went wrong and why? If you're really honest with yourself, you can often pinpoint the problem and find the solution. Take a moment to understand the triggers or situations that led to the setback and develop a plan to avoid or navigate them in the future. Number 9, take care of your physical health. Although it's important to focus on the psychology of willpower and self-discipline, the way you look after your body matters too. Getting quality sleep, a balanced diet, and regular exercise all boosts brain function, which in turn makes you more resilient to temptations and better at sticking to your goals. Prioritize these basics. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Nourish your body with balanced meals, and get moving daily. These habits ensure that your mind and body are fit and ready to support your goals. Physical health doesn't just keep you going day to day. It gives you the resilience to make long-term changes. In conclusion, willpower isn't an inborn trait. It's a skill you can train, just like any other. Building discipline is a journey, but it's incredibly rewarding. Let's recap the strategies you can implement to help strengthen your willpower. Know your why. Plan out why you want to change your life. Break down tasks into manageable chunks. Understand dopamine and why it works. Reframe temptation as an opportunity. Use implementation intentions, like if-then statements, to combat cravings. Practice delayed gratification. Embrace discomfort. Bounce back after setbacks. Look after your body and mind. Pick 1 or 2 strategies to start, and as they become habits, add more. You'll soon notice a stronger, more disciplined version of yourself emerging. Drop a comment and let us know which willpower strategy you're going to try first. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone to really level up their willpower.